Hello and welcome to Ula Tea Leaf Readings. My name is Lenor, and tonight I'm going to be reading your tea leaves. This is a horoscope for Sagittarius. If Sagittarius is your solar, lunar, ascendant / rising sign, then this is a message for you. All right, let's get started. And so tonight our card is the Nine of Discs, which has everything to do with gain. And if you have not subscribed yet, please think about doing that. You can hit the little bell. It'll let you know when the next readings are coming out, and it is free to subscribe. Okay. Have kind of an interesting pooling of images in the middle here. And usually the middle, the flat of the bowl in this area is has to do with the material world, our mundane life, our base reality. Now up on the incline here, this is the emotional area, and the rim is metaphysical or spiritual, psychic. Okay. So seeing these kind of almost cartoony faces in here. Okay. Okay, so I want to start here. We have the Ace of Cups, the Grail right here. Okay, and we have, it looks like the sun right over top of it. So that's an interesting mix. Those emotional waters with that bright solar energy. I do feel like this is a time when you are very much leading with your, and this is upside down. We do not read reversed here. So anyways, you lead with your emotions in this period of time. Okay. And that's not necessarily a bad thing. I know that we're all kind of conditioned to tone it down a little bit, right? But I do think that there is a joyousness in your life right now. And I think that this is truly the key for you to get to that next place in your life, to elevate anything and everything that you are doing. I think that it has taken some time. It has taken some real effort. But you are looking at your kingdom around you, the things that you have built through blood, sweat, and tears, and you are seeing it for what it is. The sun is high in the sky. There are no shadows anywhere. Everything is illuminated. And so I get this feeling of you kind of just looking out at everything that you have done and thinking, I never imagined that I would come this far. I never imagined, I've had some little stumbles here and there, some tower moments in my life, but here I am, and I am doing more than I ever thought I could do. I underestimated myself at times, and yet here I am. I've proven my own self wrong. And so I also feel that this energy, it's not like, oh, here I've hit the peak. Now I'm going to kind of rest on my laurels. No, I feel like this is a time where it's like, okay, well now let's see what else I can do. What else am I going to accomplish here? What is my next big dream? What are my goals? And I feel like the success will come because you are so very in that heart space. It is ablaze. And the waters are flowing. and you are creative, and you are in love with your life. You are in love with the things that you can do, the things that you have spent your time mastering, the things that you continue to learn, the things that you will learn. It is all exciting. It's a lot of work, but it's exciting. Now we also have a person standing up here, and you can see that their arm is kind of raised to the sky. So I also feel that, you know, part of this is not just your confidence, which there is. There's a lot of confidence. But I do think that you have a lot of gratitude as well. And that is the other secret ingredient. Being grateful for all that has been given to you, the gifts of the universe, where you have failed, because those are also gifts, aren't they? The things that went away because they did not serve you well any longer. And, you know, and I think grateful for just each and every day. I feel like from the bottom to the top, you are a person who probably wakes up in the morning and thinks, wow, okay, I'm here for another one. Thank goodness, right? This is a gift to me. And, you know, if we can learn to live like this, even just a little bit, it really changes our experience of life. To wake up and think, you know, instead of, here I have to get up and, you know, go to another day of work and so much stuff to do around the house and, you know, which, listen, I'm the queen of that. I get pretty, like, worn out. So don't get me wrong. But when we can wake up and say, my goodness, you know, I've met another day. And I have a lot to do today, but I'm going to do my best, and I'm going to, you know, make this an adventure. It's going to be enjoyable as much as I can find joy in it, right? Wherever I can find little joys, I'm going to find them. And I'm going to say thank you, and I'm going to, you know, just kind of swim through it. Dance, frolic, whatever. Enjoy it. Now, it's not always like that, of course, I know. But when it is, isn't it nice? It's not something, this has always been my problem in life. I think this is, and I forget too. I know it, and then I forget it, and then I have to remember. But the thing is, there's this idea somewhere, somehow, anyways, I got this idea, that happiness, joy, being able to really immerse yourself in the sunny side of life, it's just something that kind of falls into your lap. You like walk through a door and all of a sudden, oh yeah, here it is. This is what happiness looks like. This is just what joy feels like. Well, guess what, Lenor, right? That's not really how it works very much at all, is it? It's something you have to work for. It's something you have to retrain yourself to experience. You have to look for it in the little tiny details, the little stuff, because that's where it is. You know, the big grand gestures and the huge events of life, those are cool too. They're wonderful, right? Sometimes. And we look forward to those. But who wants to live their life always that thing in the distance? That one day when I might get married and have a wonderful wedding. Oh, it's going to be great. That one day when I might get that raise. Or that one day when I might be able to retire. Who wants to live just waiting for those kinds of joys? We have to teach ourselves how to find happiness in the little stuff. Because that's where it is. You know, and I don't think it comes naturally to us. I think it's something we have to look for. We have to learn. We have to remind ourselves when we catch ourselves in a moment where we are devolving into, stinking thinking. You have to say, hey, stop and give me 5 things you're grateful for, and train ourselves back into looking around and seeing, yeah, I'm lucky. I'm lucky and I'm thankful and I'm going to enjoy what I have right here in this moment. Not easy though. Doable, not easy. All right, so we have a beautiful bird kind of sitting here on its nest. And here it feels like we have maybe like a grandma figure, and we have maybe a toy of a horse, like a little figurine maybe. What else is there? I have a face here that looks like it's very surprised. It reminds me of, what is that? The Kool-Aid Man? The pitcher with the little handle? But I think it's just kind of a surprised face. So I'm looking at this and I'm thinking, I feel like when you were young, maybe you were your grandmother or maybe an aunt or somebody who seemed older to you. When you're a kid, everybody seems old, right? If you're like over 20, they're ancient. So I think it's somebody who felt like an older person. And I think that they maybe watched you, babysat you. And I feel like, I almost wonder if was there a horse? I don't know. But some kind of thing where they would actually like kind of really get down on your level and they would play with you. They would, talk to you like you were a human being, not at you, or they didn't want you to always be quiet, but they were there face to face with you, having interactions that were very meaningful because it made you feel very seen and heard. Now, I feel like we have the circle here. I feel like this has gone full circle. I feel like you are very much like this person now. When you went on, if you have kids or have gone into some kind of work where you take care of children, or you are a teacher or in the medical field or whatever it is where you're around kids, I think that you have also become this person where you absolutely talk to them like they're human beings. You, you find out, what do they like? What are they into? Okay, cool. Let's play that. You're on the floor doing the voices and enjoying yourself and letting them kind of lead in a way. And so I feel like the way that you have cherished this person, this maybe babysitter, grandmother, whoever it was, so you are cherished as well. You are somebody that people look back on, as they get older and think, this was a really important role model, a mentor, and somebody who really showed me what kind of an unconditional love or friendship kind of can be. And so I think it's a beautiful energy. And, I feel like, as much as we like talk about like generational trauma, right? Trauma that keeps affecting one generation after another within families and communities. I also feel like when we have people who really, it's like a magical quality to be able to connect with the little ones, to really be among them in their little, universe. Because it is when you're young, it's just like your imagination is wild. The world feels infinite. And you just see the magic in everything. So to be an adult, an older person, and to be able to enter that world and meet those kids, meet your own child, meet whoever you're taking care of in that space, and be able to play with them, that is something that is truly profound. And it is, I believe that this is the beginning of healing, really. To be able to connect. Well, and you hear this all the time, that if you have one good teacher along the way, they really can affect your life, right? And change the whole, when you've been getting in trouble and you are, starting to go down the wrong road. It could take one person to really believe in you, to really talk to you in a way that is real, but is also kind and loving. And that could change everything. I think about this myself, and I had a teacher like that when I was in, I guess, 8th grade. And it, I still had some troubles. I had a lot of stuff going on in my life then, but, I still think about her. She really changed my life. And if I could be just a little bit like that, just a smidge, I feel like I would be a successful being, right? And so anyways, I think that this is one of the great blessings of your life and the blessing that you give to others. Now, we also have the bird upon the nest, okay? And so I do feel you have been in this energy where you are building something, okay? I feel like all this stuff is coming together. And through this, it feels like there's gold dust around you, just magical, glittery, and an interior light glowing, like an aura, right? A gold aura. And I can imagine sitting on your little egg, right? Working on this thing, growing it from nothing. It might be a business. It could be that you are learning, learning a new job within your career, your field, growing your skill set. I don't know, whatever it is, there's something that you're working on that's really important. And in the beginning stages, probably, but I feel like this is going to be that thing that really changes, especially your financial situation. Okay, I feel like this is going to be really a place where there's a turning point. And when you look back on it, you will think this is where it began. I had this idea. I had this, inspiration. I woke up feeling good and motivated. And I knew this is my time. I'm going to use this positivity I have. I'm going to use this good attitude I have. And I am going to do something with myself. I'm going to advance myself in some way or another. But it feels like it is, we have the gain cards, right? So it feels like this is going to be something financial. And maybe it's not a huge payoff at the front, but I think it's something that you could grow into a stable income, okay? And maybe something for yourself, right? Maybe going into business for yourself. Or with your family, or whatever it is. But I think that the other part of this is that it is something that you care about, and it is something that is much more sustainable because you care about it. There's not this aspect of lamenting what you're doing. And I think that this is going to be a very prosperous time for you. All right, TT, let's take a look over here. We have a 10. What do you think about the 10, T? Don't bite me, please. You silly. Okay, so we have a 10. We have a bird and we have a face. So I feel like there is a sense of, I feel like there's somebody reaching out from your past here. She's snoring. That's not proving that this is a good reading. You're over here snoring during my reading. You're a little too comfortable there, kid. So we have somebody, it's like a message coming through. I almost wonder if you will get like a phone call or a Facebook message or, you know, a text message. This person is looking for you to connect with you. And I feel like it's maybe a friend. I don't feel like this is like an old love necessarily. But I do think this is somebody who you're friendly with or who you were at one time, and they're kind of just coming out of nowhere. But I think it will be welcome. And I think this will be something that maybe kind of even carries on through the summer or winter if you're in you're going to fall over, my love, in the southern hemisphere. And maybe hanging out and you know, having dinners or whatever it is. But I think that this will be something nice. I don't think it'll be too demanding. I don't think it's going to turn into anything that's, you know, stressful. But I think it'll be nice to have somebody who knows you from the old times. Okay. And I think that they probably are just like a really chill person. I think this because I'm looking at the face here. It's the eyes and the nose symmetrical, very balanced. Okay. Also the circle. So I really feel like this is an enlightened person. This is somebody that kind of has had an awakening in life. Maybe they've gone through something really difficult, and coming out of that, they have grown as a being. And I feel like they're very attracted to your energy. It is like almost a psychic connection. Okay. Also, I wanted to mention we have a C and a C. So CC, if that means anything to you. Okay. So now we're going to go over here and check out these doors and see what the doors have to say. I'll just flip through and stop where it feels right. Okay, I like this one because it looks like it has, this is the mouth, like the eyes and the mouth. Looks like it's yelling. All right, so it says intuition, simple, complex. Words of pain or words that heal. You come to know truth by the way that it feels. All right. Yeah, the way that it feels. And then it really is that, right? You just know. You just know. It's up to you to choose if you're going to listen to it or not, right? All right. So anyways, Sagittarius, I want to go ahead and tell you thank you so much for spending this time with me, and I love you. I have to take a little drink. Earlier, when I was doing my tea, I swallowed a little piece of tea leaf, and it's kind of tickling me there. So if you would be so kind as to like the video, it really does help the channel so much. And if you have not subscribed yet, please think about doing that. You can hit that little bell. It'll let you know when the next videos are coming out. And it is free to subscribe. If you would like to leave a comment, please do. I read them all. I look forward to hearing from you. It's one of the great joys of the channel. And other than that, I don't know. I've just been soliciting some recommendations for audiobooks or TV shows. Okay, so my husband and I, shout out to Dove and Serpent Tarot. His name is Paul, and he's wonderful, and go check out his channel. Anyways, we just watched The True Detective, the newest season, and really enjoyed it, but now we got to find something else to watch. So we're slowly it takes us a few nights to watch one movie, so we're in parts watching the last Journey of the Demeter, or whatever. It's about that the ship in Dracula, right, where that transports him from Transylvania or whatever, Bulgaria, I think, to over to London, and all of the things that ship goes through and its crew goes through. So anyways, we're watching that, and that's pretty good. But I would need to find something fun to watch. I'm watching a lot of kind of gloomy stuff. Now it's getting closer to spring, so maybe something a little more lighthearted. So anyways, if you have any recommendations, please comment them, email them, send them by carrier pigeon. I will accept all. All right. Thank you again. Love you. Take care of yourself. We'll talk in a few days.